Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I hope your world is going great. And first off, to get this out of the way, yes, the microphone was unplugged yesterday. Well, no, it was plugged in. So I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with my setup. I do not do sound checks ever on the show, so hopefully it's okay today. But if it's not, then yeah, there's something wrong and I'll try to fix it. I don't do sound checks because this camera just has an input. There's no output, so I can't really test the mic. I think there's a thing I could turn levels on and maybe tap it, make sure, but I keep forgetting to do that because it won't stay on by default, I think. I tried to turn it on. I don't know. Anyway, yes. Something was wrong with the sound yesterday. So it seems like lately I've been doing videos and then doing follow-up videos because I've needed to respond, and I think that's cool. Like, I think I kind of always wanted to have that two-way conversation, and not necessarily just in the comments. I wanted to be able to have that two-way conversation through video also. YouTube used to have video responses. They got rid of that, but so we can't do that anymore, but we can still chat. And so yes, I did a video yesterday about dating, and I think I said everything that I wanted to say. I was worried that I left some bullet points off, but after rewatching it, there were some bullet points that I left off, but they weren't nearly as important to the story as what I needed to say, so I said it. Number two, just like last time I did one of these videos, I wasn't trying to call anybody out. I wasn't trying to make anybody feel bad or whatever. I was just stating the way that dating has gone for me in this past 6 months. Or not gone for me in these past 6 months. It's okay. It's fine. I still have my girls to focus on anyway. And I really enjoy that. I'm really enjoying the time that I have with them. So it's fine that I'm not like immediately finding somebody who I want to be attached to me and fully invested in me. But at the same time, that is on the agenda. That is something that I look forward to. I look forward to the idea of finding somebody who wants to be attached to me and who wants to spend a significant amount of time with me. But I'm also not looking for my next ex-wife. That I have to be cautious about that. I have to be cautious about being overly excited about finding somebody to spend time with to the point that I disregard all of the red flags, if there are red flags, and making sure that I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm regretful, because that's not a healthy way to live. And I've learned that. I've learned, the truth of the matter is Jamie and I probably should have stopped long ago. But we just kept trying. We kept fighting because we are good friends, and we don't fight, and we take care of our kids, and all that stuff. But it is what it is. Regardless, I'm okay. So thank you for asking and being friends and really engaging me with some interesting conversations. Some of you told some stories that were just like, man, I know how it feels. Being in this age bracket and available is sometimes disheartening. But keep on keeping on is the only thing I can really say. Everybody has a different goal for their personal happiness, or maybe even goal isn't the right word, because I think sometimes goals are artificial. You think that you know what you want, and you pursue that, and then you hold on to it long after it has run its value for you, because you were convinced that that's what you wanted, instead of actually analyzing what it is that you emotionally and physically need and want, you convince yourself that you need something or want something that maybe isn't as important to you as you are trying to believe it is. And so I think that with any situation, mine included being a very long marriage that ends, and trying to wrap your head around that requires a whole lot of really deep introspection before you dive into trying to replace something that you feel like you lost. Maybe you didn't lose what you thought you lost. Maybe it wasn't a loss at all, and you have to really stop and think about that, because there's a big difference between want and need, and maybe what you want isn't what you need. And that's the epiphany that I had last fall, was that I thought that I wanted to be alone forever. And I've learned in 7-8 months that that's not true. I was trying to convince myself that it was, and I was wrong. So I got to figure out a way to fix it. But it doesn't have to happen right now. It doesn't have to happen this year. It doesn't have to happen next year. I still have 2 little girls that look to me for love and affection, and but if it does happen that I find someone in the next year, that's awesome. That means I don't have to keep waiting. Who knows? Looking forward to what the future brings. So, thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being my bestest friends. I will see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from cereal.eu. Who invented breakfast cereal? The first ever breakfast cereal was granola, invented in 1863 in the United States by James Caleb Jackson, a convinced vegetarian. I don't know what that means. Who was the operator of the Jackson Sanatorium in the state of New York. Are there unconvinced vegetarians?